Hello, everybody, and welcome again, Sparks fans, because we are continuing with episode 2023. Yeah, so we are the 23rd album. Now, I'm going to just get into this, but I have to disclaimer first. I'm putting an asterisk next to this, okay? Because and I'll show you where I'm going to rank it when I do this. Okay, that this might uh this might upset a few Sparks fans who watch my channel. Maybe of where I rank this and why I ranked this the way I did because okay, you should know already that I have been a Franz Ferdinand for at least a good 7 years before I discovered Spark. Five. Well, let's say five. Between 5 and 7. I can't say exactly when, but I've been liking Franz Ferdinand for a while, and I have all their collection. And they're a really good group, okay? And I'm saying this now, I don't necessarily like them better than Sparks because and the reason why is I will say this now and I'll explain a little bit further once I get into the rankings that that Sparks has a variety right now that I'm craving. It's in the same vein as King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, which is why right now they are both tied as my second favorite band of all time at the moment. Okay, just because of the variety, because of the whimsicalness of it, and the sheer talent that they have. Franz Ferdinand, as much as I love their type of music, and I do really love it, okay, it's one note. It's one note. It's the same genre, They don't really. There's variations within their stuff, and each album is unique in their own way, but it's the same genre. Whereas King Gizzard and Sparks, they have different genres. They can go all over the place. And when I say that they can go operatic, as they do in the Seduction of Igmund Bergman, right up to really really rocking stuff like they do in Kimono Propaganda, and especially for me, Angst in My Pants. I think that's such a rocking album that 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 regardless of what I say, okay, I still like Sparks more than I do Franz Ferdinand. Okay, don't let this score fool you. Okay, I will explain. So Franz Ferdinand Sparks, Johnny Delusional. I gave that I love it. It's just 10. Okay, Call Girl. I really like that. That's a 9.5. Where's my scoring? Let's get that up again. I'm yeah, okay. Like I said, I put a big asterisk next to it. Dictator Son, 9.5. Little Guy from the Suburbs, 9.5. Police Encounters, my favorite song on the album, 10. Save Me From Myself, 9.5. So Desune, 10. 10. The Man Without a Tan, 9.5. Things I Won't Get, 10. 10. Then The Power Couple, then Collaborations Don't Work, they both get a 9. And then finishing off with Piss Off, that's a 10. 10. 10. And so what that gives is a score. I know. 9.625, which weirdly enough, I know. It puts it past propaganda, higher than propaganda, but I'm not putting it in first place, okay? And there and an extra explanation on like from and again, this is just my opinion, my point of view. I will I will admit, okay, if I were a Sparks fan who had loved Sparks, and this was the newest album, a collaboration, okay? And I will admit 100% that Franz Ferdinand totally, totally um buried Sparks. Why do you think it's called Franz Ferdinand Sparks and not Sparks Franz Ferdinand? No, no. Franz Ferdinand is not collaborating with Sparks. Sparks is collaborating with Franz Ferdinand. This is more of a Franz Ferdinand, you know, that is more of a yeah, it's more of a Franz Ferdinand project than it is a Sparks project. So I completely understand why why Sparks fans wouldn't like this, especially if you did not know who Franz Ferdinand and this was your discovery of them, and I think it's rocking. I think it's such a rocking album, and if this was on Franz Ferdinand's side, I would give this their best album because it has Sparks in it. Okay, but I am going to be putting it under. I am going to be ranking it under Propaganda. I will still put Propaganda first place because Sparks is still a better band in my opinion. They have more virtuosity. They have much wider range. Okay, than Franz Ferdinand. What I liked about the Franz Ferdinand, and especially their collaboration on this, is how rocking the album is, and those are solid songs. Yes, yes, Sparks gets buried underneath the Franz Ferdinand, but it still puts it in a higher league in many rights because Sparks went blended so well, and having a song entitled "Collaborations Don't Work," there's truth to that. It's not working. Well, it doesn't work for Sparks. It's working for Franz Ferdinand. It made them better, but it didn't actually necessarily made Sparks better. 'Cause but I do hear all the Spark stuff in it. I went all the Spark stuff that is in it. I do hear it and I can pick it out and playing it a couple of times again this week. Like in the last 12 hours or so, 24 hours actually, because I do love it. I love it. I love it. Hence the 9.6. The highest score. But again, I'm not ranking it over Propaganda. I still think that's a better album. Okay, this only gets five. Only gets five. Let's go back on right here. That only has five 10 out of 10s. Whereas whereas Kimono whereas Propaganda has seven 10s out of 10. So I would put it about tied with Angst in My Pants, you know, in many ways, because still Angst in My Pants has one more 10 out of 10 than the Franz Ferdinand than the FFS. So yeah, I that's just how much I actually really do love. Oh wait, no, actually, wait. Number one in heaven still got a still has wait a minute. Did number one in heaven beat it, or did that beat number one in heaven? It actually beat number one in heaven also in score. Yeah, it kind of did. Nine, yeah, because it's a 9.6. Yeah, a 9.6. The high, yeah, and I kind of figured it was going to be that high when before going into it. I was like, how can I not? How can I not give it that score? I feel bad. I feel bad for the Sparks fans who kind of. But I understand you. I completely understand where you're coming from. I would have I would have been like, "What's up?" and kind of biased against the Franz Ferdinand because hey, they're trampled all over Sparks. I wish it was the other way around. I wish it was Franz Ferdinand that was collaborating with Sparks rather than Sparks collaborating with Franz Ferdinand. Let's just put it simply like that. So that's my thoughts on that one. I know it's gonna. I know some. I know there's some Sparks fans who they already let me know that they don't like. That they're not. They don't like the the FFS. They're not keen on this album. And the cover is actually pretty okay. It's decent. I mean, for what it is, I have no complaints out of the cover. It shows everybody's face. I give it a 9 out of 10. You know, as covers go. So, and I was so happy to be able to put that hype sticker on there like that, and exactly in the spot where it was. I like that. Yeah, I liked it. It worked so well there. That's a perfect spot for. And you know, I was so happy with it. I didn't mind putting it actually on the case itself. You know, it'd be on the case itself because I can never you know ever put it on the front cover of any of it. You know, unless I know it's going to be unobstructed. All right, so that's it for this one here. I would love your thoughts down below for sure. Of course, you know, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you've been watching my videos, please subscribe. You know, I'm going to be upgrading. I will be upgrading whenever possible, you know. So any opportunity I get to upgrade and give you better content, I am going to take it. Okay? That is a promise from, you know, for myself. I need to fulfill that. You know, I get a little frustrated that I'm not giving you top quality. That I feel that I'm not giving you top quality content, and I love you guys out there. You know how much you mean to me, and I'm just gonna close now. So everybody, as always, please just be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, have a great day, evening, morning, night, afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody.